Yo, yo, turn the volume up. Don't keep it lazy. We talk slick, talk wild, from the barbershop chatter to the group chat heat. We drop jokes, real talk, and still keep it street. Life's a hustle, bills stacking, rent due on the daily. But we laugh through the pain. Man, ain't it crazy? We roast, we toast, we clown, we brag, we spilling all the tea while popping all the tags. We flying like the sneakers on wire. This the convo, fueling your soul's desire. From say it with your chest or lay down to rest. If the topic sound wild, best believe we done it. No script, just whip. From Monday blues to can't wait for the weekend. So if you like it raw, funny, uncut, grab your seat, lean in. Yo, we acting up. A little mess, a little breezy, but always fire when we mm, mm, mm. So lock in, laugh loud, and grab your cup or your bottle or your mug, whatever you drinking on. Let's get sleazy. Hey, welcome to Talking Greazy. Let's get it. Yo, let's go. Mm, turn it up. Mm, tap in. Mm, mm, One time, we talking greasy. Mm, 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 Let's go, man. I ain't even playing tonight. We finna get into it, bro. Like I ain't even got time. How y'all doing out there? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully y'all had a good day. But we finna get on into it. Yeah, I try to tap into my freestyle right then. Hey, JNG Studio, I see you out there. Appreciate you. Appreciate you tapping in. Welcome to Talking Greasy. Yes, sir. It's up and it's stuck. Zach Daniels, what up, Lil Net? I see you out there, Zach Daniels. Oh, a freestyle. Yes, ma'am. A freestyle. Starting it off tonight. Hopefully y'all doing good out there. But we gonna go on and get into it. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm sorry I didn't make it last night, but I'm back tonight. And we in for a treat. Hold up, let me drop the link in there. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. Let me drop the link in there for my co-host. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Hit the YouTube link, not the Twitch. The YouTube link, not the Twitch. Like and comment, please, like and comment. Like and comment, please. There go, link right there, pinned in the chat. Link is pinned in the chat. Like and comment. As you come in, please like and comment the video. You can share it if you want to, like it if you want to. Like it, but share it, please, if you want to. We ain't doing that. Link pinned there from the chat. But hey, we're gonna get into it real quick. We're gonna get on into it. The shop is open. The shop is open. It's Friday night. Hey, and we talking grease. Ain't no hold bar tonight. It is what it is. It's up and it's stuck. You either say it with your chest or you go take a rest. One of the two. However you feel is how you feel. Shoot. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, and it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. But welcome back. You locked in to the livest spot on the internet, bro, with a T and it's hot. The jokes are wild, and the truth is the truth. The truth might hurt a little bit now, but hey, it's better to laugh at the pain than get in that car and cry later. You feel me? Let's get to it. Tonight we gonna talk about. We getting in there tonight. We talking about snakes tonight. We talking about snakes, and I ain't talking about the one that slither in your backyard. Nah, I'm talking about them two-legged ones. They be smiling in your face and plotting behind your back the whole time. You feel me? The type that'll dap you over one hand, and if you don't watch it, they'll be texting your old lady with the other one. You know exactly who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. See, the crazy thing is, them snakes come in varieties, you know. You got the garden snake, little small, little harmless snake, but annoying as hell. That's the friend who accidentally forgets to send you back your 20. You feel me? That's the one who forgets to send you back your money. Then you got a boat script. Yeah, that one, that person that's so slowly try to squeeze the life out of you. They call you bestie, friend, homie, buddy, bro. You see what I'm saying? But every time you hang with them, they leave you broke, tired, and I almost question your life decisions. You feel what I'm saying? And then of course there's a king cobra, the dramatic, the venomous, full-blown toxic type, you know, who can ruin your whole week with one phone call. You see what I'm saying? Like, we talking about snakes tonight. You ever notice how a snake will, they never show up when you're doing bad? Nah, they try to slither their way in when you up. They try to open that door when you up. They try to cross that grass when it's up. Feel me? You post a picture with a new car. Suddenly, your cousins you ain't heard from since the MySpace days, you know what I'm saying? All in your DM, like, what's up, fam? You know what's good? Like what it's coming from. Now all of a sudden you trying to hit me up. Now all of a sudden you trying to talk to me. You ain't been trying to holler at me. See what I'm saying? But let's talk about the classic snake move. Feel me? Classic. Like the fake congratulations, you know what I'm saying? You know when somebody says, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? But the way they say it is sound really mean, you know? Like I hope you fall down some stairs or something, or trip on your shoelaces or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can feel the underground tone to it. That snake, that the tongue at work, you know what I'm saying? The hissing on the low. You know what I'm saying? Leave you wondering. And man, please don't get whew, Lord have mercy. Don't get me started on the workplace snakes, bro. Lord, Lord, Lord. You know that coworker that smiles in your face, you know what I'm saying? They come around, they dap you up, you know, trying to check how your weekend was, how your day was, you know, and then get in front of someone in the office or a higher superior and want to try to make like everything is on you. Like, huh? Bro, you knew about this. We talked about this. Like now all of a sudden in front of the boss, you don't know nothing about this? Come on, bro. We talking about snakes, bro. Like, hold up, bro. You ain't had no idea. You had no idea. You barely had an opinion till we spoke now. But now when we get in front of these people, it's different. Oh, now it's different. Now you have no knowledge of it. Now you don't know what's going on. Like, what? Snakes in the office, bro. Like, they come dressed up in button ups, you know what I'm saying? And khakis. And you sometimes you can't even spot them until it's too late. You feel me? Sometimes you can't spot them until it's too late. Not everyone who smiles is safe. Some smile got fangs behind them. That's what I'm talking about. Talking about them two-legged snakes. Feel me? Another one. We're gonna say a relationship snake. Oh yeah, now this one dangerous. This that so-called friend who's always asking about your girl or your wife. You know what I'm saying? A little bit too much. Like, bro, why you care so much? Something I need to know. What y'all got going on? Woo to woo to woo. Let me know. Goofy, let me know. So y'all serious? Like, why you care, bro? Why you pressing the issue? Like, come on, my bro. Come on now. At work, some folks shake your hand with one hand and sharpen their knife with the other one. That's what I'm talking about. You shake my hand, you telling me good morning, you whoop the woo, how you doing? Whoop the woo, and then all of a sudden you behind my back throwing shade. Oh, it's all on him. Oh, I didn't know about that. But you was just down there in front of me talking one-on-one about everything with your breath stinking. You feel me? Like we going down through there. Like, come on, my G. Like, what? No, that ain't what we do, bro. We talking about them snakes. Quickly sharpening that knife. Bring you up real quick. Let me go tap in, tap in, tap in. Bring you up right quick. Hold up, where I'm at, where I'm at, where I'm at. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
That's good, that's good.
How are you?
Been a rough kind of day for me, but we on it. But we here.
Amen.
We tapped in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we talking about them snakes. Like, I was just talking about them relationship snakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Why you
Right.
asking so much about my girl? You feel me? Like,
Yeah, that ain't too. Mm-mm.
you're like goofy. Stop asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, don't be asking about my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I'm saying? I'm saying. Then next thing you know, they out here liking every single one of your partner's posts at 2 a.m. in the morning. Like, yeah, that's strike one, two, and three. I think
Nah, man.
you out, buddy. Yeah, I think you out. Yeah, snake. Them two-legged snakes. That's what we talking about. They
See,
shoot
that's what
good.
I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's wild. Cause the snakes at work and the fake friends, that's dangerous, right? Cause they don't
Right,
show up looking like enemies. I mean, they show up with a smile, sometimes a gift, you know, but they're really like studying for your weakness. That's what's going on. And the Bible already warned us in Matthew 10 and what 16? Be wise as serpents, but harmless as doves, right? So the translation of that is keep your eyes open, know the game, and don't let a fake hug choke you, you know?
right,
Because I'm not finna let a fake hug choke me.
right. Hold up, I'm sorry. I'm looking at something. Sorry. No, rock out real quick. Rock out real quick. Keep going real quick. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Uh,
we was talking about snakes, right? So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep going real quick.
I don't think they come with warning signs. You know, I've known people who I've deemed as snakes, like they will smile, they'll clap for you, they might even call you friend. And I feel like that's what makes them dangerous because, like, at work, they'll laugh at your jokes at the meeting and then they whisper to the boss behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, these fake friends, they'll cheer for you in public, but in secretly, they hope you trip in private. And it's like, the thing about snakes is they blend with the grass, right? So if you're not watching, you won't even see them until they bite. And that's why you got to keep your circle small. That's why you got to keep your spirit sharp and keep the line cut low, so to speak. Because when you expose the snakes, they can't hide anymore.
Right, right, right. Them scammers will get you too, man. Be careful out there. Yeah, those scammers will get you too. Yeah. Well, I done figured them out. They ain't that smart with it no more. They just really call and be asking dumb questions. Like you can't tell me nothing about the account you want me to give you my card for, but you got my number. What? Shut up. I got time for that. But appreciate you on that. But we tapping in, man. We talking about snakes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know what's funny?
What?
Some snakes ain't even shy with it. Like they bold. Like like they'll take something from you, look you dead in your eye,
No, no.
and act like they ain't done it. Those are them friendly snakes. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones who try to cover their mess with a laugh or like, nah, fam. You know, like but it ain't all jokes with me. Not when you doing it in my face.
I mean, even Judas kissed Jesus before he betrayed him. So,
Snakes blends in with the grass. That's why you got to keep the lawn cut sharp. That's right, right. That's right. So you saying we got a lot of Judas out here? That's what you're saying?
I ain't saying I don't know how many out here. I'm just saying I know they exist. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Think I ran into a Judas today. Think I ran into one. Think I ran into one then. He ain't kissed me, but it almost felt like it.
Nah, nah.
It almost felt like
I'm sorry that happened to you.
it. Yeah, yeah. But we being real now. Hey, we talking grease on here. We keep it real. You feel me? So, but we gonna flip it.
I don't know. Was that person supporting you before or something?
Yeah, I thought they were. They might have. That might have been fake.
I mean, if they always smiling, never supporting, that's not a friend. That's a spy.
If it would, it would the whole time. I know. Shoot, I fell into the trap. I think I allowed myself to fall. But hey, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I fell and I was still standing up. So hey,
Yeah, some people don't want your seat. They just want to pull the chair from under you.
hmm, yeah. The thing
Got
about
to
it,
stay in that standing position. Knees bent. Keep your knees bent.
they gotta pull that chair better than what they pulling it.
You gotta be
Mm.
ready. You gotta be ready. For real.
But but let's flip it on us for a second. Now, if we being real, if we being real, hey, the shop is open. If we being real, let's flip it on us a little bit, cause let's keep it a buck. Now we keeping it a Hyundai now. Keep it a Hyundai. Sometimes can we be the snake?
I mean, you
Yeah,
could.
I said it now.
I mean, a lot of people don't want to say, that about themselves, but yeah, I think so. I think sometimes people can do things that are, less than savvy, and other people can perceive those things as a different, you know, like they have a different perception about what you did, and you just thought you was helping. You know, that's happened to me before, and like years later, um, I see that person again, and they be like, we don't fool with you like that. Well, so why not? What did I do to you? Oh, you remember that time when you did such and such? Oh, well, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. You know, let me explain the situation to you. This is what was going on in. And this is the best way that I can respond. Oh, that's what you meant, So I know sometimes from experience that I don't know, people have kind of like a perception to only think about the things that they, like their life, you know what I'm saying? Like people are really selfish.
Hmm.
Whether we want to, we're all really selfish, whether we want to believe that or not, right?
Right.
And I think sometimes we're just thinking about us and what all the things that we have to do, but you have to understand that there's another person and other people who's a human being just like you are, and their life is just as complex as yours, if not more. And like that interaction that you have with them, it's like a movie for us. We see our life through a movie. But when that person get away from our field of view, it doesn't mean that their life is over. Like they still live out whatever complexities of their life. And it took me a while to understand that, when I was a young adult. And like now that I'm a lot older, I think I grasp the concept a little bit better. And it's like, oh, well, I'm not that upset that this person reacted in that way because who knows what happened in their living room this morning. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And that's the thing, cause you gotta think about it now, cause how many of us, like, you know what I'm saying, ain't told a little white lie. You know what I'm saying? And Zach said, "Oh yeah." Zach said, "Oh yeah." So how many of us ain't told a little white lie? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta think about that. Maybe
Yeah.
you don't do some shade in a group or something. In a group chat. You know what I'm saying? And hope they never got screenshot or something like that. Hope nobody never said anything to anybody about it. You
I
know,
mean, I don't know about all that
maybe
now.
you RSVP to huh, huh?
Know about that.
Come on now,
I
come
was
on,
gonna say I don't know about that now. I'm just gonna be me at
talk
all
to me,
times. So, I mean,
talk to me
anything
now.
I say in private, I can say in public. You feel me? Like I'm not trying to. I'm trying to be a hundred
Man,
percent, authentic at all times. It's about authenticity. You know what I mean? So like anything I say in a group chat, I can say to your face. I mean, that's just me though. I'm not
hmm,
afraid of anything. you know. But I also don't like gossip. You know what I mean? Like we just state facts, and we trying to learn how to state facts with love, so that other people aren't offended when I tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Like So I don't know about,
Yeah.
like all the exaggerations and like on purpose. And, the tell a little white lie in the group chat. Nah, we ain't doing all that now. We keep it 100% steady.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You got people out there that probably, RSV, RS. I mean, got got to reserve a ticket at a baby shower or something where they friends and then show up. You know what I'm saying? Knowing they weren't going. You know what I'm saying? Just being petty. You know what I'm saying? But the trick
Hmm.
is not to make it a lifestyle. That's the trick, man. I think all of us got a little bit in us. But
I'm not 100% like, I'm not 100 because people struggle with different things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
righteous.
some people, their thing might be gambling, and that might be the only vice that they have, and they're not like a liar or an exaggerator or a messy person or a petty person. Like, their thing that they're struggling with might legit be just only gambling. You see what I'm saying? So, like, and then I feel like you got to understand, like, there are different perceptions. Like, when it's not really snake behavior, but on the outside looking in, it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, to other people, it's like, oh, that person is a snake, but really, they're just, a miscommunicator, right? Like, they didn't betray you; they just failed to explain themselves clearly, and then that can be perceived as like sneaky, and in reality, it's just bad communication, not plotting against you, because this person may have not thought of you anymore, after you left their field of view, out of sight, out of mind type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you on that, and respect that. You know what I'm saying? But here's the wild part.
Hmm.
You know, the snakes don't hiss. They don't hiss loud. Not these two-legged snakes now. They don't hiss loud. They got soft hiss. So you got to pay real close attention to them soft hiss. So soft you don't even hear it until it's too late. You feel me? Like,
Okay, well, let me play devil's advocate. Like, what about the opportunist, right? So, what
hmm
about like somebody like they took a chance for themselves that wasn't meant to hurt you, but it's perceived as like a backstabber. When in reality, it was just a selfish moment. Like, it wasn't calculated betrayal against you. It was just like, I was up for this promotion and I qualified. This is why I'm better than the other candidates. And you like, wow, I've been in this position, trying to get this promotion for 4 years, and this person just got here 2 months ago, and they rising real quick, and now the boss done chose me over that person, and this all I've been doing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, that
hmm
that person is just an opportunist. I mean, I'm sorry, I cannot speak right now. An opportunist. Thank you.
which
Thank
is
you for
right.
that.
I mean, I can understand that. But if we just gonna say you opportunist, then I don't need to come out of your mouth. You feel what I'm saying? If the boss just pick you for that position to say, oh, you better qualify for it, then I don't need you in there kind of down talking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been here at such and such time. Oh, I could do this better than him. Or I seen him do this. I seen him do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, I just need you to speak on you and not me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what if you're the only other person up for the promotion in this scenario? You know what I'm saying? Then it ain't no choice. You ain't got no choice but to say your name because you the owner of the person, right?
No, you don't have to say my name at all. You
How
can
would
only
that work?
you can only praise yourself.
Well,
Praise.
no.
So what I'm saying is if I'm in there and it's a job interview and it's between me and this other guy, but I know this other guy, right? Like
Mhm.
all I'm doing is giving my accolades. That's all I'm presenting to you. I'm not presenting to you his downfalls. All I'm presenting to you is what I could do, what I know I'm capable of, how long I've been there, what kind of knowledge I got, and what I feel I can bring to that position. I don't have to downplay him to try to make my stock look better. You feel what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but in this scenario, you're the only other person. So you can absolutely do exactly what you're saying and not mention your name at all, right? And you could just say the other candidate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it like say those words, the other candidate, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to put in the boss's mind, like, hey, I'm the best choice for this, this promotion. And in the boss's mind, they're still gonna say your name because they know the two candidates. And so when the boss come back and tell you, it might not sound like what they actually said when they were promoting themselves. It might sound like a shot to you, and all you know is you ain't got it. You didn't get the promotion. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like you could do that and people can still perceive that it's like snake behavior. Like you was my dog ever since you got here. Like, how dare you throw my name under the bus? And it's like, bro, I ain't say nothing about you at all. I was just telling them how great I was at this position or what I could do or what I could bring to the company. But because you were the other person, you're indirectly being involved. You're indirectly, getting talked about anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I feel that for real. Okay, it's real talk though. Okay, the opportunist. Okay, the miscommunicator. Okay, I want to earn my position. Facts, and that's what you should want to do. You should want to earn your position. Once again, hit that like button. Once again, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. If you want to come up, come up. Hit that like button or you come in, please, please, please. Thank you for that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like, and you got great points. Now you got great points. I ain't said you don't, but them are great points. But the only thing I'm saying, which means we got to pay attention, right?
Hmm.
You got to protect your circle, protect your peace, and sometimes we got to stop ignoring the red flags when we see them. You know, just because you think, hey, this my day one guy, this my homie, this my partner, this my. Some people call each other brother. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. For women, I don't know, y'all call yourselves sisters or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we gotta pay attention to them red flags, and cause sometimes the red flag it hisses, and like I said, they real soft. So sometimes we miss them.
Mm. Now, what about the outsider? What about like you got a friend group, right? And they're new to the group and they don't know the unspoken rules yet. And so they do something that might be perceived as like snake behavior, but it's really not. Like it's just ignorance because they don't know yet, right? It's not deception. You get what I'm saying? How we feel about that?
Yeah. Um. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking at something real quick. Hold up, one quick. But rock out real quick, please. I'm sorry. I got a little something I'm working on. But nah.
Hmm.
How I feel about that, the outsiders. Um, well, I feel like it has to be explained to them, like for real. Like once you come into the circle, I need you to know the do's and don'ts of the circle too. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
well, if I feel like if I'm bringing you into a circle, then I feel like I should be the one explaining it to you,
Hmm.
for you to know what the do's and don't is in the circle. You see what I'm saying? Because I
Okay.
because to your point, if she just came in the circle, he just came in the circle. I can't expect you to know it. Um, not just off just coming in there.
Right.
Saying I gotta do my due diligence and allow you to at least run down what we got going on in the circle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
again, I was just playing devil's advocate because sometimes people come into the circles and you might gave a little rundown, but you might have forgot this one thing, and this one thing might offend somebody really, really bad. That you
right,
forgot,
right,
and they didn't know it wasn't deception for you. You know what I mean? Like they, and people like, oh, there's Snake for saying that. I ain't want nobody to know about that divorce. And it's
Yeah,
like, we didn't know there was an unspoken rule in the group. You feel me?
yeah, yeah.
What about the messenger, right? Because that could be perceived as like, you know, snake mentality, like gossiper mentality, right? Like they just repeating something that they heard, thinking, that it's harmless, and it's not.
Well, the message I need, if it's something you heard, I need you to um. Okay, I need you to check with me first, and I said me if it's something that you heard about me. You know what I'm saying? For you repeat it. I need you to check with me first to know that it's okay that I want this out in the atmosphere in the chat or in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
do me the kindness of allowing me to tell you what I want to be told about me without
Hmm.
just you taking it upon yourself to go tell it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think if we gonna say we friends, buddies, homies, sisters, whatever the situation may be, I think that's only fair. If
Hmm.
we give each other this title, you see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Like
But some people weren't raised like that. And everybody don't think like you. Like, what if, you got certain people in the group who don't really, you don't need to run that by me. You don't got to ask me, because I met people like that. They just, they give out that trust so quick. Or, this person, I already got great accountability with you, you know?
right, you give up that trust so quick because you expect everybody to be like you. You expect everybody to have that genuine, um, kind heart. You know what I'm saying? So you don't see or expect the snake mentality from a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it gets looked over, and the main one you think won't snake you is sometimes that's the main one that will. You know what I'm saying? And then you kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying?
How do you deal with that?
You can't get sad. You can't get sad. You can't get bitter. You just got to laugh. Um, cause honestly, if you think about it, watching a snake expose itself is funny because now I know who you are and what you are.
Mm.
Before, you kind of had me. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
didn't know, but now once you expose it, now I know how to treat you. Now I know how to feed you. Now I know how to interact with you. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, it's actually beneficial to the person that it's revealed to because it's almost like the person that's been plotting against you, and then all of a sudden now that trip that you was on, that he was trying to go on to plot with you on, it's over.
Mm.
Cause now you kind of that snake then kind of went into his own trap.
Mm.
So now you had to let your true colors be shown. You had to go on and shed your skin. You know what I'm saying? And now you like, congratulations, congratulations, goofy. You look
Oh,
like Boo Boo the Fool all by yourself.
okay.
So,
Well, what about the self preserver, right? Because you know they can be seen as a certain way. Playing the fence, like this type of person, like they'll like make a move to protect themselves, like not not realizing that it looked like betrayal, right? And so they're perceived as two-faced, but in reality, it's like survival instinct. You ever met somebody like that?
Yeah, I don't like them neither. Cause
Well, okay. So,
them type of people that are regardless of how close you are, or regardless of what they know about you, or whatever the situation may be, them type people that just throw you on the bus to say their own skin. Them people are dangerous. Them
okay,
people are
so
almost like a python. Like they would literally grab you and suck the life out of you. I
mm,
mean, squeeze the life out of you.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Squeeze. Okay.
Yeah. Squeeze, squeeze,
A
squeeze.
squeeze.
I understand it's late. I understand it's late in the studio. Come on now. I
Well, I was
understand
gonna
it's
say,
late.
like, for example, like with a self preserver, right? Misconstrued as like a snake. Like, imagine two co-workers that are going up for the same promotion, right? And one of them, let's call him Chris, keeps quiet about an opportunity that he heard, thinking like, I better make sure I secure my spot first, And now the other co-worker, let's call her Maya, right? She finds out later that
Maya.
Maya, she finds out later and thinks that Chris is a snake, right? Because like he was smiling up in my face by hiding this opportunity from me. In reality, Chris wasn't trying to betray Maya, personally. He was just in survival mode thinking about his own security. And he didn't realize that withholding this info looked like betrayal. So, you can see like sometimes what looks like snakery is just self preservation. And sometimes when people are scared, you know, excuse me, they'll lose out. Like they move quiet, they protect themselves, and it's not because they're plotting against you, but because they don't know how to move in faith. The problem is it still feels like betrayal when you're on the other side of it. You know what I mean?
It is. It's still betrayal. I
How?
mean, you could make it sound good, the self preserver, but you still a snake. You still a snake because the fact is, I trusted you.
Hmm.
I trusted you, and you got in this position, and you threw me under the bus because you wanted to save yourself when you in fact knew that we was in this together. When you knew just as much as I knew, when we tag teamed and done this, you knew it. But when you get in front of the boss, or the other people, um, um, uh, you 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 all of a sudden you change, and now you don't remember doing this with me. You don't remember knowing this. Now that's a snake. Use a snake. Use the worst snake, because now I don't know what I could trust with you. I don't know what information I can trust with you. I don't know what I can say to you, because now I know if I get you in front of the right people, you're gonna change your story. You can't be trusted there. Uh-uh. Workplace snitches. That's, I'm telling you, bro. Like real talk. Knowing your workplace. Nah, man. Info given to me stays with me. What info you be getting, Noah? What info you be getting? Okay. Cool beans. Beans are cool.
Okay, well, what about like a
Just saying.
person like the jealousy projection, right? What about like sometimes other people call you a snake because they don't like your shine, right? And that's perceived as like a fake friend. In reality, the accuser is the snake. Excuse me. I mean it. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Run it down for me.
So like imagine like you at work or in a friend circle, right? And you're shining. Maybe you just got a raise, maybe you just launched your business, maybe you just walking in confidence. And like somebody who's insecure can't handle that. So instead of clapping for you, they start whispering, she fake, she sneaky, she a snake. He fake, he sneaky, you know. In reality, you don't want to betray anyone. Like they just projected their own envy onto you. And they labeled you as a snake because of your success, right? Your success exposed their security. I mean their insecurity. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying.
So sometimes like being called a snake ain't about what you did. It's about your shining and like how they make other people feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
People project. Like they're jealous, so they flip the story and paint you as the villain. When the truth is, you didn't even stab nobody in the bed. Like you just climbed higher than they expected you to. And I don't feel like that's betrayal. I feel like that's a favor. Like, and a favor I always feel like venom to the secure, the insecure. Excuse me, the insecure.
So to you, that's a favor. Um,
Yeah, I
for
did
the
you a
for the
favor.
for the,
I,
for the jealous person.
what I'm saying is, in this scenario,
Mm-hmm.
right? I
Mm-hmm.
got my shine, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm doing, what I'm supposed to be doing. I just launched my business. I did you a favor. You feel me?
How how did you do me a favor in that scenario now?
Because we live in an economic society. Like the economy is gonna benefit from like people bartering and selling all the time. Like it's more money in the economy. It makes it easier for everybody else to eat. People have more things to consume, so it keeps the money moving, right? That's why it's called currency because it's a flow of money. It's not supposed to sit still. That's why you get penalized in the bank when your money just sits still. It's supposed to be flowing all the time, right? It's a currency.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I did you a favor. I'm adding to the economy. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you more things to consume, right? I'm giving you this bomb product that I just launched that could obviously solve a problem that you have. I just did you a favor. And I'm a snake because I'm shining right now. Come on.
Mm. Okay, I could deal what you're saying on that. Now I don't see where now the jealousy part that now that's gonna be the snake because he gonna be hating on you for progressing. But I don't see where there would be a snake activity on that part now. Everyone in the race to the top, other people get ways to get there. Other people got ways to get there. Hey, that's facts, man. That's facts. That's facts. Nolan T. Okay, JNYG said right. Righteous, righteous, righteous. But see, that I'm just saying because like, do the snake ever win? That's do the snake ever win? That's the question.
Nah, I don't.
In
I
the
don't.
long run.
I don't think so.
So you saying the real ones kind of bounce back?
The real ones always bounce back because it's about the mentality. Like the way that you perceive things definitely affects like your quality of life and how fast you move, how fast or slow you move. Your perception is everything.
Right. And the revenge ain't just clapping back. Like it's like it's just the fact that you living good, or that you laughing aloud. You know what I'm saying? Key thing is keeping that grass cut though, so you can see them snakes from a mile away. That's the key thing. Being a real one is how you build connections. Right. That's it, bro. That's it. That's the thing. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Like most time, you ain't gotta be a Joe Blow over there. You ain't gotta be um um Mike over there. Or you ain't gotta be Todd over there. Just be yourself and be real, and it'll work. It'll work every time. You know what I'm saying? So, hello, but yeah, that's it, bro. Snakes, bro. I mean, we talk about the two-legged things. So, but because a lot of them out there swear they loyal now. They swear they loyal. Like it's almost like you don't know when to believe a person or not no more when they say they loyal.
Well, that's when you look for fruit, right?
Well, would there be in a snake?
Well, I'm saying you looking to see if they are a snake. So this has not yet been established if they're a snake yet, right? And so It's always signs. It's always warning signs, right? Like loyalty is tied to faithfulness. And so one of the fruits of the spirit in Galatians 5:22 is like when loyalty is lived out, it produces blessings that last. So you'll look for like trust, right? A faithful man who can find. That's what Proverbs 20:6 say. You look for stability, a friend that loves you at all times. That's Proverbs 17:17. You look for favor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let the love and faithfulness never leave you, and then you'll win favor with a good name. That's Proverbs 3:3-4, right? So like you can find the loyalty and life if you look for the fruit of it, and so that fruit is gonna look like trust. Like people know your word and your presence are real. That's gonna look like peace. Like it's no second guessing where that person stands. It's gonna look like longevity, right? Relationships last because the foundation is secure. It's gonna look like respect. Loyalty honors that, and money can't buy that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna look like legacy. Because families and friendships are rooted in loyalty and they build generational strength. It's gonna look like protection. It's gonna look like blessings. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So Zach said, so would you rather watch out for the other people or make sure you and yours are good first? You want to rock out first?
so what does he mean? Like
I guess he's saying in form of snakes. Or you, would you rather watch out for the snakes, or would you rather just not watch out for them and make sure you are good?
you could go first because I don't think I quite understand what he's trying to say.
Okay. Well,
I'm having a brain fart.
well, to me, that with that question, I would have to do a little of both. It's got to be 50-50. Like I got to make sure I'm good, and I gotta keep my head on swivel and watch out for them too, because you could be good, and that snake can still bite you good enough till it hurt you. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you got to kind of watch both sides. You got to keep your eyes. You got to keep one eye on. You got to be kind of cross-eyed.
What? Okay, I think I get what you're talking
Yeah.
about now. So I would my response to that is like I don't feel like you can pour from an empty cup. Like you got to make sure that you and yours are solid first, and then you look out for other people. Like loyalty doesn't mean neglecting your own; it means being strong enough to cover both.
Okay, maybe I misunderstood the question then. Okay, cause you said totally different from what I was saying. Okay, maybe that's what he was saying then. Okay, but maybe okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Now if you nothing. Yeah, no nothing, nothing. Cause that's that friend you ain't hear from since the pandemic, and then they pop back up and say, hey man, Zach, you got $50. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, what can you hit me out? Like nothing. Nope. Go Vimo yourself. No respect. Self respect. Go fit. Nope. That man said, give me a minute to type. I'm slow.
You do be talking fast, Mr. Greasy.
I loop, I oop, and I oop, and I oop.
And I oop,
I oop. Mm-hmm.
and I oop.
Ooh, oop. But for
Do it
real though,
again. Wait, do it
I oop.
again.
But for real though, you gotta watch out because, like I said, bro, like you got them friends that I hate them friends, bro. That real talk that they don't talk to you for a while and then they pop back up and they act like they can pick up right where y'all left off. You know what I'm saying?
I actually don't have a problem with that type of relationship. Like, cause I'm not like life be lifing. Like stuff be happening, and I know 50 million people, and it's kind of hard to stay in touch with 50 million people at one time. You know?
Since because y'all changed what y'all was talking about 3 times before you
What
saw
do you
it.
say? Put it on the screen.
It's on the screen. He said it doesn't make sense because y'all changed what y'all was talking about 3 times before you saw that.
Oh, I thought he was talking about loyalty. Okay, well, let's go back then.
Yeah,
What was
so
he?
I don't know. Explain
We'll
your
wait for
question
you to
then.
type.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll wait for you to type
explain
it.
your question, sir. Please. We will
Give us
take
the.
a moment and assess your question. So right now the chat in the live is on pause, waiting on Zach. See how I made that rhyme? But
You rapping tonight.
yeah,
Freestyle.
yeah, sometimes I get in my bag, you know what I'm saying? Like
Ah!
sometimes I get in my bag, but now I want to see what we talking about now. Cause I thought, I mean, I answered it one way, and Miss Studio answered it another way. So one of us had to be right.
I mean, I was confused from the jump because I realized that we were kind of, moving through the topics quickly. And that's why I was like, oh, can he elaborate? Because, like, I don't want to answer the question incorrectly. I was aware. That's why I was like, I don't know what you mean. I don't understand.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I was just going on down through there. I was getting on some yonder there. Galloping like a horse. You ain't playing no games.
Not
Gallop.
like horse.
Yeah, a big stepper. And I don't know if you know nothing about that. I don't know if you're from the city or the country. I don't know.
Both.
You from both?
I'm countrified and cityfied.
Okay, okay. Like, oh shoot, here we go with this again. Let me see. Okay,
What up, boss man?
what up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. What's up? What you got now? How
I
you
just
doing?
didn't feel like typing this, but what I meant was, say you and this guy like in a race for like anything like position or whatever,
Hmm.
and you might think that they deserve it more or they know more, whatever the case may be. But do you think it would be better to look out for them because you know they deserve it, or to look out for you and yours? That's how I meant it.
Oh.
Okay. Um. Hmm. In that scenario,
Are you
I would
friends
say,
with this person, though? Wait, I'm sorry. Let's get a little context. Like, y'all
Uh,
cool just at the workplace, or y'all cool, like, go after work and go get a beer cool?
let's say workplace.
Okay.
so. If y'all just workplace cool, then hey, you look out for yourself first. Because at the end of the day, what if you look out for him and he really not fit for the position? You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it is if you're in a competition for a position and that person really wants that position, that person gonna put forth that effort too. It ain't gonna rely on you to look out for him for him. He should be looking out for himself because he should be trying to feed his family just like you trying to. You feel me? So
I get what you're saying
See,
now, bro.
I mean, see, in a race, if I stop to make sure somebody gets ahead, I lose my lane. So I can't, like, I could cheer for you, but I still got to finish my finish lane first. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. I
Because
see
we
what
in a
y'all saying
race,
now.
right?
Yeah, I see what y'all saying now.
yeah, hey, you look out for yourself on that one, buddy. Yeah, every time.
I feel like a lot of pressure on me now. I'm in the spotlight right now. I'm up in here talking and stuff.
Great job.
I've been saying I
Great.
was gonna do it for the last month.
It ain't no pressure, man. You just like you have a regular conversation. That's all.
That's right. Because I stand by all my answers.
You
You
stand beside
cannot
them.
pour from an empty cup, okay? My answer is the same regardless of what we talking about. Because how I'm going to help you and I ain't help me?
That's true.
I'm just saying, that's with anything though. Like I can't help you tie your shoe if my shoe's not tied and I'm tripping trying to get to you. You feel me?
Yeah. And you in a race, so a race you should always want to finish first. That just nobody remember number two.
Okay, Nelly. I feel like in a race, you should just do the best that you can. Like, that's the most loyal you can be to yourself because we talk about loyalty with other people. And sometimes we forget to be loyal to ourselves and we lie to ourselves. And then you like after a while you're like, well, why am I like this? You know, why come I don't ever feel motivated to do something? Well, it's because you've lied to yourself so much. Now you believe yourself. You feel me? Like I had to learn that the hard way. Like, and it's a tough lesson too. Like you gotta like most people are selfish, right? Inherently. And that's okay. Because like if we don't have the strength to pull you up off the cliff, then we'll fall down too trying to help you. You see what I'm saying?
Ain't no point in both.
This right here is the late and great Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last.
Hey, there you go. Then there you go. You just answered your own question, bro.
I did, thank you. See, I don't put forth a lot of effort in using my brain sometimes.
It's okay, Nighthawk.
Yeah,
I
I think you
appreciate
need.
it.
I think you need to put a little effort into that. I think I think so.
Don't let him bully you. It's okay, Nighthawk.
I'm
It's
not, I'm not,
okay.
I'm not bullying. I'm just saying that's your brain.
I have
Like,
brain farts too, Nighthawk. it's okay.
just saying who else gonna use your brain for you if you don't use it? That's all I'm saying.
Where you get that from? Where you get that from?
I just made it up. Just made it up. Like I'm just saying. Like, come on, now.
Where
I
you get
can't
that from?
I can't use the brain for you. It does me no good to touch your brain. You feel me? It's like I need you to use your own brain. So you got to realize you got knowledge in your brain. So don't
Yeah,
don't don't sell
what
yourself
I
short.
what I'm really trying to like work on is how to deal with stuff in pressured situations.
What do you
Take
mean?
take deep breaths. You can't make a rational decision um, if your what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? If your adrenaline is flowing too much. If I'm saying that right, but it sound right now. So anywho, um, yeah. So you gotta take deep breaths and calm yourself down, and then a lot of times you can process things a whole lot easier.
I
You
feel you.
feel it, yeah. You feeling pressured. Everything is running through your head. You don't miss the simple answer. Um, and because you think it so much, or you think overthinking it, and now you done got to the difficult answer, and that's the one you chose because you ain't slowing your process down and just analyzing it slowly.
So what are you like overthinking or I want to understand the question more.
I do that a lot. I do overthink a lot, but as far as like as the question I just asked was be more like of like say say your bosses are gone and you know you're next in line to step up, trying to be as good as they are type situation or as good as you can be. If that makes sense. As
Okay.
far as decisions you make or um, whether or not stuff gets done or not,
Hmm.
in that sense. Just feeling the pressure, how to take on that pressure.
I mean, if the bosses are gone, you don't shrink back, you step up, right? Because leadership isn't about a title, it's about your character when no one's watching.
Hmm.
So I think you can do it.
It's all about two things. You got to trust yourself, and you got to trust the people around you. Them two things. One thing about anybody in a leadership role is you're not gonna make the correct decision every time. So you make a decision, you trust your decision, and you trust the people that around you that's doing whatever decision you made. And if it's a wrong decision, you learn from it. That's all you do. See, a lot of times we put so much pressure on ourselves when we're in leadership position, trying to be perfect. But there's no such thing. We have to realize that we still gonna make mistakes. We still gonna make the wrong decisions sometimes. But the key to it is making it a teachable lesson. So what did I do wrong this time? What can I do better next time? How can I do better next time? What's a different way I can do it next time? Like that's all it is.
When I think about this topic, I see it from different angles. Like I can think of like several different things that we can delve into that may like give you something to think about when it comes to this because like for example, like if we're talking about leadership versus the title, like I said before, like having a title don't make you a leader. Anybody can have a position, but real leadership shows when you set the tone even without the title. So you don't even have to have like said promotion yet. If people are changing how they sit up when you walk into the room, commanding that presence, that's leadership, right? And then we could talk about like leading by example. Because like a real leader doesn't just tell people what to do, they show it. And if you're willing to do the hard work yourself, folks will naturally follow. And that's how you know you're in a leadership position when you have the followers, right? And then a different angle is like servant leadership. Some of the strongest leaders don't stand above people, they serve the people. Like it's about lifting other people up so the whole team wins, you know? And then we can look at like responsibility over recognition, right? So like leaders take responsibility first and they take credit last. And if you only want the leadership for the spotlight, you'll fold when the pressure hits. So that's something to think about too. And then like a different angle is like filling the gap. Like when true leaders see a gap, they don't wait for permission. They step in because they care about the mission more than their comfort. And that's leadership, you know?
Hmm?
Yeah,
Great point.
that's fact too.
Leaders aren't born. They're revealed in chaos. Think about that.
Hmm. It's a great point. Got to think about that. Your back against the wall, is you coming out fighting or you just ducking down and going into a fetal position?
Well, this is not just for workplace scenario leadership. This is for any type of leadership, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like when true leaders see a gap, they don't wait for their permission. When like what you do when the bosses are gone will tell people if you're just a worker or if you got something bigger in you to leave behind. And sometimes leadership means you eat less, you know? You sleep less, you carry more weight, but you do it for the people depending on you. And that's more of a leadership sacrifice type angle. So it's a big deal stepping up for leadership, because it's all these different angles that you have to think about and marinate with. But it might not be hard, but it's simple. Or it might not be easy, but it's simple, right? Because a lot of things are hard, but usually you can simplify them to make them, to take smaller bites, to do actionable steps to get to where you need to be. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, Night, how we working through these brain farts.
No,
I'm
it's
trying.
all good. I go through them too.
So did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, thank y'all, man. I'm finna get off here. I'm finna go to bed. Had to hop on for a minute. I ain't feel like typing that out.
Appreciate you for tapping in, bro.
Y'all be blessed now.
You
Remember,
too.
hit
Have a
me
great
up
night.
at nighthawktootsies.com.
Nighthawk Tootsies. Oh, you the one with the toes. Wait, before you go, wait. Hello? Is he still here? Wait, I got some questions. Wait. Is he still here?
Nah, he done left. He done left.
Dog.
He done left.
Oh.
I think.
Oh.
Nighthawk, you still here? Well, he still. He done dropped down. He done dropped down.
Golly, I wanted to ask him, do it be his toes or not? I want to know so bad. I want to know so bad, bro. We was talking about it the other night on the live, and I was thinking, and
Yeah,
I never asked that question, like, bro, is it your toes or is it like? Because he was like he got a catalog, so I
yeah.
started thinking like, and then he was like, I could give you whatever you want, and I was like, dang, is he painting them? Like, what's going on? Like, I want to know. I'm so interested in this. I
Like,
don't know
what's
why.
going on? What's going? I don't know why neither. Look, sound like you like toes, Miss Studio.
I do like toes. I got pretty
Okay, then.
toes. I like to see pretty toes on men, women, animals. Like it's a thing. It's a real thing though.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just something to admire, you know. It ain't like, oh, I need to cut this toe off and eat it. You know, like it's not like that. Like
Yeah,
it's
you ain't
like,
no,
oh,
you
you got some
ain't
pretty
into
feet.
cannibalism.
No, no like Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, I feel you. So ain't
That's
nothing wrong with
crazy.
that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with some pretty toes now.
That's
On a
wild.
woman, on a woman. Yeah.
Men,
So
some men got pretty toes too now.
hey, that's them and they business on that.
And
For me
you see
now.
some pretty toes, when it get hot, it be the bulldog season where everybody put their bulldogs out in sandals.
Nah.
Yeah, they be some people toes look like alligators, like they ready to eat you, like you know, and you be like, whoa, what's that? I guess they toes.
Yeah.
And then other people, they have on like the sandals, the dad sandals at the cookout, and they had their toes out. That's how men take care of themselves. They had their little toes out. You be like, oh, okay. Your boy got some clean feet, you know? He probably got a clean kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what you put together with that?
I mean, you
Okay.
got to think about it. It's a lot of stereotypes out here
Yeah.
that really be true, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when people associate stuff with certain things, they didn't get that stereotype out of nowhere. Like, it's the reason why people think fat people are lazy. It's because, like, people who are fit generally have more energy to do whatever, right? And people who aren't fit generally don't. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't feel like everybody should be stereotyped, but I do feel like there's some truth to the stereotypes. You know what I mean? Because where did they come from in the first place?
Right. It had to come from somewhere.
But yeah, I see a man toes and his toes clean. He got some parts of his life together if his toes clean. Cause he at least got time for himself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you on that now. I feel you on that. Hey, once again, hit that like as you come in, bro. Hit that like, hit the subscribe if you fool with the comment. I mean, you fool with the content. I'm sorry. Um, Talkin Greazy. Hey, the link is pinned in the chat. You want to come up, chop it up with us? You can.
Dog, I wanted to talk to Night House so bad. I forgot. I forgot. It just slipped my mind. I ain't put two and two together. Like I was like, dog.
Yeah. Your 2 and 2 were 5 then. It wasn't 4.
Well, I mean, we were multiplying, but I still should have got four. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still should have got four.
I feel you. Feel you. Um,
I don't do no addition. We multiply around here.
that ain't nothing wrong with that.
For
But yeah,
real.
so we talking about them snakes, man. Talking about them snakes. That's what we talking about. Snakes in the grass. Two-legged snakes at that. not the slithery snakes, the one that crawl on their bed, that one that stand upright, walk, smile in your face, shake your hand, check on you daily. Them type of snakes. But you say, Mr. Studio, you say you ain't got no problem with somebody that call themselves your friend and then disappear for a while and just come
Yeah.
like everything okay and gravy. So you cool with that type
Well,
of
yeah, because my life, yeah, absolutely. Because like I look for people who aren't offended easily to be in my circle because like I have like levels of friends, right?
levels to
I
this
have
shit.
yeah, it's levels. So like I have like my really close knit besties, my best friends, and then I have like my generally associates, like people I'm cool with, like like I'll let you watch my kid and have a beer with you. You feel me?
Hmm.
And then I have these people who are just like we just kind of know each other and we're cordial. Like I wouldn't let you watch my kid, but I have a beer with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I categorize people like that. Like it's like levels to it. And so I know tons and tons of people that I communicate with all the time and it's literally not enough time in a day to do all the things that I do and then communicate. So, some people I talk to once a month, some people I talk to once a week, some people I talk to every day, and some people I talk to once a year and maybe every other year. You know what I mean? But I still try to keep communication because, life happens. And depending on how close I am with somebody, like, um, well, you know what? I take that back. It doesn't matter how close I am to somebody, like, because I try to build genuine relationships with people. And so, like, if you build that rapport early on, sometimes it doesn't matter. Like if you talk to this person like every 6 months, y'all can just pick up back where you left off at, and y'all have a ton to catch up on. You know what I mean? And it just kind of pick up. Like some people, I have like maybe like two or three people in my catalog that's like that. Really, really great friends. Like if we were in the same state, we probably would be best friends. Or if we talk more, we probably would be best friends. But some people have demanding jobs and demanding home situations where they're taking care of a parent or where they have to travel all the time for work or social media, and it's like exhausting. So, like, I get it. I get it. Like, some people are social doubt. And, but to better answer your question, like, absolutely, yeah. Because I'm what you call an ambivert, and that's in between like an extrovert and an introvert. So, like I can be an extrovert, but I also enjoy my time alone. So I'm right in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand that. No, let me
Yeah.
see. Shit. I haven't seen my closest friend in years, but they still gonna be at my wedding. And that's cool. Like that's cool. But okay, so what about the friends that you call your friend that kind of but you feel like they do you wrong and disappear on you?
Those aren't friends. Like if they do you wrong, those aren't.
Well, I mean, to them they might not have done you wrong, but to you, you felt some type of way when the friendship kind of
Oh,
drifted
I
off.
don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I don't let stuff like that fester because life is too short. Life is like a vapor, bro. So like if a person if there was a situation and a person did me wrong in that moment, I call it out right then. Just you know what I'm saying? Just to save time because like who got time to go back and forth with people? You know what I'm saying? Or to hold grudges. Like I don't hold grudges and I don't like have resentment in my heart and stuff like that. Like it gives you wrinkles, it make you fat. Who cares, right? I don't care that much. You gotta care more to it takes the same amount of energy to hate somebody as it does to love somebody. But it takes no energy at all to be indifferent. And so I just feel like that's too expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like if I love you, I'm gonna love you. And if I don't, then I don't. And so like I don't Oh, I just go ahead and nip it in the bud right then. Like, hey, person, you did this thing. I wasn't really happy with that. This, or I was sensitive about this, and you said that in front of everybody, and that was embarrassing. Like, I just let them know, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, is say if your brother offends you, like, pull him aside the first time and tell him what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I do. I just go ahead and nip it in the bud right then. So later on, I already know how to deal with you. It ain't no secret. I ain't like thinking about it. It's not keeping me up at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying on that. I don't know. I just feel like if you're my friend, then we should be able to um converse more, or you should be able to check on me more, or if you say you care, like why we ain't been out to dinner, or why we ain't had a lunch date. You know what I'm saying? Or why we ain't went to shop pool, or you know why we ain't chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you my friend and you close, you know what I'm saying? I can understand if you in a whole nother city 2 hours away, or you in a whole nother state, you know what I'm saying? I can understand that. But if you say, okay, Pam, you my homie, we my brother, you know, woo to woo to woo. I'm like, why you don't check on me? When I text you or call you, you respond like a day and a half later. Or when I call you, you don't answer. Or when you do answer, you say you busy. You know, like at that point, are you really my friend?
Well, I feel like people take out time for whatever they want to take out time for. And even the friends that I talk to very sparingly, like once a year or twice a year or whatever, like it's a really good excuse when they don't talk to me. And so I'm not mad. I don't take it personally. Like I said, because people might be like, people like because my life has been like that, like it's been situations or periods of my life where I had to like care for an elderly parent, and I ain't really had to, but while also simultaneously running a business, while also simultaneously being a mom, while also simultaneously being a wife, and like wearing all those hats, and then also I have to serve at church, and sometimes we bite off a little bit more we can chew, and you only get like these what I call in between times, right? To
Mm.
where like you're able to conversate with people every once in a while. And so like that's why I said I'm a little bit more lenient with that, because like I've been in situations in my life for periods, like for years at a time, to where I had these other constraints that was kind of like stopping me. Well, I ain't gonna say like disabling me, but slowing me down from communicating with other people as much as I would have liked to, right? And so, but if a person like does you wrong, and then whenever you call them back, they don't answer, or whenever you reach out and text them, they don't ever reach back out. You know what I'm saying? Or when they do, it's real short or whatever. If you trying to fix that relationship, I would say bring it up. Address the elephant in the room. Talk to them one on one. Um, and see what's popping, because like maybe they do have like a valid reason why they're behaving that way. Or maybe you've done something to them and offended them in a way, you know what I'm saying, and hadn't even realized it, you know? And then I
Hmm.
would see like what's popping, like, hey man, I noticed, after the wedding or whatever, and I accidentally smashed the cake. You ain't been talking to me, and that wasn't on purpose. It was an accident. The tablecloth was tucked into my shirt by mistake, and the table slid off. You know what I'm saying? The cake slid off and hit the floor. So I told you I would pay for it. What's the issue? You know. And if a person's like, "Oh, you ruined my wedding," I'm just throwing out a random scenario. I don't know what people go through, right?
Right.
But you ruined my wedding. That's a legit reason to be upset at you, because they paid thousands and thousands of dollars for said cake or said event, and you ruined it. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? So if they don't want to be friends with you, they got every right not to be friends with you anymore. And if you're bothering them and you realize, like, they tell you like, hey, I'm mad at you for ruining this event for me, and it was indeed your fault, Like, you shouldn't feel some type of way, even if it was a mistake that they don't want to talk to you anymore. You should just chop it up to, okay, well, the next friend I get when I go to their wedding, I'm just gonna stay away from the cake because it was your fault. You just gotta be, accountable for your actions. So I wouldn't even be mad at the person who's mad at me. Like, oh, well, I can't believe it. I had 3 grand on me right then. I could have cashed that them for the cake. Well, that wasn't the point. You ruined the event in that time that they can never get back. You know what I'm saying? And if that was my fault and I took accountability for it in the moment and they still mad, let them go. It's okay. Like, to part ways with people. You don't got to be friends with everybody. It's not that serious. Everybody don't have to like you.
But ain't it fun to have friends though that you can go out with every now and then? Because to get away from all the life
Yeah, I'm
of
not saying don't have no friends. I'm saying, like, you ain't got to be friends with everybody. Because everybody not your friend.
everybody ain't your friend.
I
Everybody
mean,
ain't your partner.
that's right. And I just feel like, with most people, generally speaking, anywhere from 1 to 3 friends is enough for most people. Some people just great with one best friend for the rest of their life and they cool. Just one guy, for sure you could chop it up with him. For sure he coming to your wedding. For sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you break down on the side of the road and, Joe been your friend since kindergarten, he will wake up in the middle of the night and tell his wife, like, hey man, you know, Mr. Greasy on the side of the road. I'm finna go help him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a
Yeah,
friend. And some people only need that one person. Now, other people, they might need three. You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all can go on cruises and, travel together and stuff like that. And that's fine. But you don't need 200 friends, bro. You don't need that many people knowing your business because everybody ain't here for you.
now that's true. Everybody definitely not here for you. So that being said, you have to figure out who's who. You gotta figure out do you have snake in your crew? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all I'm saying. Some stuff is just a lesson learned, you know? Like I was saying earlier with the hypothetical about the wedding situation, like, some stuff is just a lesson learned. Like, if a snake teach you a lesson that make you sharper, was it really a curse or was it preparation for something else in the future? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's about, like I was saying earlier, it's about your perception of life. Everything is a blessing or a lesson. Some people don't see life like that, and that's why they fail. You know?
Yeah, you said mouthful then a blessing or a lesson. Yep, you gotta realize which one it is. So you can get confused and choose the wrong way. There you go. There you go. Now you walking down there with the snake. Hmm. So
I'm just saying, if you ain't trying to get bit by a snake, don't fall in the snake pit. You feel me? Because snakes bite out of survival, not malice. You got to understand the, like the instincts of a snake.
yep.
If you're not trying to be around a snake, then don't dress up like one on Halloween and go to a snake pit.
I'm telling you, I don't dress
Don't
up.
hang around. If you don't want to be a gossiper, don't hang around people who gossip. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I be wanting the truth. I be wanting the truth. Don't lie to me. Meet me
Can
with
you
the
handle the truth? You can't handle the truth.
truth. Shoot, got to. Sometimes that's the only way it need to be. It need to
Some
be
people
straight.
can't though. Like, are you one of those people that kind of get mad when people tell you the truth? Or is it like, it depends on how they say it? Are you one of those people?
A little of both. I ain't gonna lie, a little of both. Because sometimes I can get mad when the truth is told to me, and like I know it. It's just like why you had to tell me. Like I already knew that. You see what I'm saying? Like
Well, because it's
so.
an issue. I wouldn't be saying it if
Yeah. So
I know this probably a gender thing though, because like I know women, I know a lot of guys like be like, "Why are you telling me that? I already know that." And from a woman's perspective, it's like, especially like when you're friends with a guy or in a relationship with a guy. From a woman's perspective, it's like, well, she wouldn't be saying that again if you had alleviated the problem in the first place. Like, if I already asked you 3 times in my soft voice, like, hey, can you do this thing? Or hey, have you done this thing? And you don't answer me, or I don't understand your answer, I'm going to ask you again because the answer was not answered. I mean, the question was not answered.
Not in
You
your
see what I'm
soft.
saying?
Mm-hmm. In your soft voice.
Yeah, my soft voice, you know.
Okay, you get into
You
your
be like,
soft
hey.
voice when you're trying to be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, you gotta, you gotta say it real soft, like, you gotta be like, hey, can you do this thing for me? Because I know my father is like really elderly. And like, my eldest sister has taken a responsibility of doing like most of the work right now, which I'm eternally grateful for. But I
Mm-hmm.
did have my share in the beginning, and it was a lot, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
passed the torch. And so sometimes she complains like, "Hey, daddy doesn't want to do this thing. Like he always gets mad and fusses me out." And I'd be like, you gotta talk to him real nice. You gotta be like, hey, daddy, can you please do this thing? Like, can you pick that up off the floor, please? And like, he always does it when you say it really nice. Cause my father is definitely one of those. It's how you say it to him, people. Like, some people, you can say anything to him, to them, as long as you say it in a pleasant tone with, you know what I'm saying? Like the right body language, they'll comply because, you could be like, I'm finna take $300 from you. Is that okay? And they'd be like, yeah, you can have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you know, some people are like that. They just don't want to be disrespected. They don't want to be talked to or talked down to, right? Because
Right.
maybe that was trauma in their childhood. Who knows? So
Yeah.
that's why I asked that question because, like, but some people can hear the truth no matter what, and they can eat the meat and throw away the bones. Like it kind of don't matter how you say it to them, because they go into like this self reflection and they be like, "Dang, I was wrong," and they immediately be accountable and they take responsibility for whatever it was that they did wrong, or whatever. And it doesn't matter how you say it. You know what I'm saying? You can say it real soft or you can scream and cuss at them and they'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right. I did do that thing. My bad. And then they'll do the thing the right way. You know, I'm
Yeah.
very much one of those people.
You are one of those people try to do
Yeah,
things the right way.
I try to do things the right way, but I was referring to like, take the meat and throw away the bones type situation. Like,
Okay. Pass the peas like you used to. Okay. Mm. I don't know.
because I get it. Sometimes people, the only reason I'm like that though is because like coming up, I don't think that I understood how important tonality was or how important body language was. And I would just say everything in a monotone like this, and people would think that I'm crazy, Like, and they'll be like, she definitely meant something horrible about that because of how she's talking. And it's like, well, I really was thinking about 12 different things when I was answering your question because I'm on a spectrum.
Right. Hmm. So what you think about Diddy getting 4 years?
Who?
Diddy.
Puff Daddy?
Yeah, they gave him 4 years today. What you think about that?
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years for being freaky. They gave him 4 years.
Okay, so run by me what happened.
Well, they had the court. They had the sentencing today. Now, but I can't remember exactly what the charges was, honestly. But I just know they gave him 4 years today. for whatever charges that was still left on the table. Because initially he had a bunch of charges on him, and some of them got dropped.
What?
Vast majority of them got dropped, but he still had a couple that he was still pending. So, and they sentenced him today, and gave him 4 years. So, he said, "You think people should be going to jail for being freaky?"
Well, it depends on what he got the verdict for. Because I think the Diddy verdict is a reminder that
Hmm?
power doesn't put you above the law, no matter how big your name is. Like 4 years is serious. And if the evidence supports it, it's a step toward accountability. And at the same time, though, I believe in mercy, not malice. So I hope he uses this season to reflect and repent and rebuild himself and for the women he implicated or impacted. Puff Daddy. Every time I think about him, I want to shake my shoulders. Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, excuse
You
me.
know what I'm talking about? You bless you.
Hmm. Appreciate it. I don't know. I think my
Because it's
chat,
like,
my chat messing up. So
uh-oh.
I'm not seeing what I'm looking at on the screen. I'm not seeing on the big screen. That's the last thing I see on my thing, but look like it's something
It's the
else on
D,
there.
the I, the D, the D,
I
the
think
Y,
still,
the D, the I, the D is Diddy.
he still my chat messing up. I mean, my thing is something.
Uh-huh.
How do I get this back to working right? Ah, how do I get this back to working right? Oh, come on now. Well, somebody y'all still texting in the chat, but I don't see nothing coming up. My chat tripping. Anyway, yeah, I just thought that was weird that they gave him 4 years for that, for being just a little freaky. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think that's all it was, but okay.
you don't think that's all it was? What else you think?
Nah, it was like people saying that he was taking advantage of them and liquid NDAs with baby oil and stuff. Like, I didn't get too deep in it because, for me, it was like watching sports.
Yeah. See now that popped up. Why I don't see the other messages just on?
That's not my type of entertainment.
What's not your type of entertainment?
Puff Daddy.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, there you go. Now it's back working right. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't. No, that text something I can't see though. I love how you build connection being a. Oh, I don't know. But anywho,
So, what if somebody gets called a snake just because they protected their own interests? Like, does that still make them fake or wise?
it's according to how you protect your own interest though.
What do you mean?
I mean, like I said, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, I don't need you to protect your own um um energy at the risk of uh um dang, what's the word I'm looking for? Mine went blank.
Brain fart.
At the detriment of my character. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't need you to try to, protect yourself and then try to tear my character down. Now if you just building your character up, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But don't tear mine down in the process of you trying to build yours up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't call it wise. I would still call it a form of a snake, a
No,
fakeness, you know what
I'm
I'm
protecting my assets. Like, I'm
saying? Yeah,
not. Nah,
protect
it's
yours, but not at the detriment of my character. You feel what I'm saying?
exactly. I'm not gonna. I don't care about what you build, and I'm only comparing me to me. like old me. See, I stay in my lane.
Oh, you know
You
you're lying.
know? Yeah, I stay in my lane. Like what you do really don't affect me like that, you know?
Okay.
To a certain extent, right? Because like if one person comes in my yard with a pitchfork, it don't make me none. I just call the police. It don't affect me, right? But
Right.
if a whole town of people come to my yard with a pitchfork, now is my problem. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because like humans are, social creatures and we kind of need each other in that way. So, and I think that's why God tell us to, you know, to be a certain way, try not to be an enemy of your brother and, you know, try to be peaceful and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because other people can wrongly accuse you of things and destroy your life if enough people get behind it. But let me ask you
And
this.
righteous.
Can
Sometimes
a can a person once labeled a snake ever shed that skin to be trusted again? Or is the damage permanent for a snake person?
that's up to the individual. Um, but if we asking about me now,
Hmm.
personally, I would never fully trust you again.
Ever?
Yeah, ever if you snake me.
Is that like
Um,
holding a grudge?
no, I don't think it's holding a grudge. I don't think it's I think it's just me protecting me. You know, the old saying is a snake bites you one time, it's a snake fault. If it bites you again, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like if I continue to give you that trust and that respect that allow you to stay in my circle, I'm asking myself to keep getting bit.
Mm.
And sooner or later you're gonna bite me enough to where it's gonna severely hurt. I might be dead or in the hospital or something. You know what I'm saying? Like so, at that
But
point, I'm protecting me.
okay.
So I'm a what I can be cordial with you, but
Hmm.
my peripheral is gonna be wide open.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you only hear like one side of a story, how do you know if somebody's really a snake or if they just got painted that way?
Most of the time, a snake is gonna present itself. You feel me? Like
Mm.
like if a snake gonna feel a certain type of way and try to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna want everybody to think they're a snake. So they gonna go to whoever they think is a reliable source and try to cover it up, even if they snake somebody else. Because they don't want everybody to know that they're a snake. Because if everybody know, then everybody won't trust them. They still need somebody to trust them to continue to be that snake. So
Okay, I understand it. I have a different question now.
rock out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm putting the questions in the chat too, so you can pop them up.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. I'm sorry. Bam. There we go. Bum, 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 bum.
Is it a snake? Is it being a snake if they didn't betray you, but they betrayed somebody else? Or should that still be a red flag?
Mm. I think it's still a red flag. Um, because
But they didn't betray you, they betrayed
right,
somebody else.
right, but you still showed your true colors of what type of person you are too.
You don't
So
think that people can have selective loyalty?
they can. They definitely can.
And that's what I'm talking about. What if like I'm loyal to Mr. Greasy, but I'm not loyal to Dan?
But still, I'm
So that
still,
make me a snake?
yeah, because I'm still trying to cover myself too. You see what I'm saying? Like I've seen you bite this person next to me.
Hmm.
Why would I sit here unprotected, friendly, reach my hand out to you when I know you'll bite too?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So it ain't that you didn't snake me. That ain't the biggest issue. The biggest issue is you showed your true colors. So can anybody trust you really?
That's a good point. Okay, let me ask you this. What about the folks who sit quiet? The folks who gather info, but they don't ever strike. They never strike, right? Are they snakes too, or they just like cautious?
No, they're just more voyagers. They more voyagers. They pretty much trying to
Not
uh,
Voyager.
yeah, they pretty much just trying to watch the scene to make sure that they know how to play the game the way that everybody else playing it.
But you quiet though. But you ain't you gathering info, and I know you gathering
Right,
info. You asking a
right,
whole lot of questions.
right. And that's what I'm saying. You're not you gathering info. You trying to know how to play the game with everybody else. You ain't necessarily snaking nobody, but you trying to make sure uh, that when you play the game, that you'll be able to win too. That's why you collect the information. That's why you sitting back watching everybody else. Like I wouldn't call you a snake, but I definitely um that type of person. I think I would call an optimist. What's the word? Opportunist. Um,
Opportunist.
yeah, because
But you said earlier opportunist was a snake.
did I? Mm.
Yeah.
It's according to the scenario. Because this particular person, you saying sitting back quiet and just gathering information. So you're not a snake if you don't strike.
A
Snakes,
snake is a snake though, whether it's strike or not.
but a snake don't strike.
Not every time.
Yes, every
Snake some snakes bite out of survival, not malice.
but you still striking. Whether you use it as a survival tactic or you use it as a protecting tactic or you use it as a hungry tactic, whatever tactic you use it as, you still stroke, strike somebody. I don't know if I'm saying the words right, but you still bit somebody.
But do we confuse survival instincts with intentional betrayal if like some snakes bite out of survival? You know, like are we confusing that survival instinct with intentional betrayal?
Mm, I don't know. I don't know if we confuse or not, but the only thing I'm saying is, sometimes even in survival mode, you don't have to bite.
But some snakes do though, bite out of survival mode.
So that means it's intentional.
Yeah, because they trying to survive.
So we're not getting confused.
That's what I'm saying. Like just because something is intentional don't mean that it's malice behind it.
What else? What else? What else behind it then? Because even if you're trying to survive, you are intentionally trying to kill or hurt whatever your prey is.
Mm,
It's
sometimes you're just trying to get away. You know what I'm saying? Like, because malice is defined as like the desire to cause harm or suffering to other people. And so if I'm biting you because I'm trying to survive, you know, like what if you too close? What if you came in my, you know what I'm saying? What if you came up behind me and startled me and that's how you got bit? Because you didn't have no business over here no way. You overstood your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So technically, I'm not the snake that you label me as, you know?
you wouldn't think you were a snake then.
No. Because why are you here? If you snuck up behind me and you got bit out of survival mode, I wasn't trying to hurt you, but I'm also trying to protect me. This was
So
instinct.
so you can give me no warning signs to say, okay, you crossed my territory now. Can you at least
But that's your job to look out to see what's around you. That's not my job to look for you. I don't know where you be at. That's literally your job. You supposed to be vigilant. Everybody's supposed to they accountable for themselves. So you know, you got eyes. I can't use your eyes for you. You
right?
feel me?
So you took upon yourself to bite me though.
But you here and you're not supposed to be. So that's your fault.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you realize I'm there and you don't think I'm supposed to be here, then there's no warning sign, it's just automatic bite. If it's straight to a bite, then to me that's intentional.
What you
I can't,
mean?
I can't call it survival. If soon as you see me in your territory or in your circle, you bite me. That's intentional. That's not survival to me. Um,
But this what I'm saying. Like everything that's intentional don't have to have malice behind it. For example, like imagine like a friend who stops talking to you right when things get hard. Not because they hate you, but because they're drowning in their own problems. Like what if they like pull back, right? To protect their peace, not to betray you. So from the outside, it looks like a snake move, but it's really survival. Sometimes, like people bite because they're scared or cornered or hurt, not because they're plotting against you. Like that doesn't make it right, but it means that not every single sting is a sabotage. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
But you labeling me a snake. Oh, such and such stopped talking to me. Such and such ain't text me back in 2 days. And it's like, bro, I'm going through it. My car just spontaneously combusted. My lights just got cut off. My child is sick and I just lost my job. And you think I'm finna text you in a 2 day span? Like I'm trying to figure out how I'm pay my bills. You feel what I'm saying? But you don't know all that. But it's like you mad at me and I'm the snake.
right.
Wrong. It's not intentional. I ain't doing anything to sabotage you.
Well, I'm gonna feel like you shouldn't have bit me.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm gonna feel like you should have gave me a warning sign, allow both of us to assess the situation before you bite me.
So can we agree that communication can alleviate a lot of these snake problems? Whether that is like communicating to see where you stand with that person to identify whether or not they're a snake, or communicating with somebody to keep from calling them a snake because now you have more information and you can better understand, the situation where you would have otherwise called them a snake. Can we agree that communication is like effective communication would alleviate this?
It would definitely help.
Okay.
It would definitely make the situation a whole lot easier to manage. Um, Before both parties actually decide to attack each other. And that's all I'm saying. Let me know if I'm in your space and I'm and you don't feel like y'all should be there, and then you out of survival mode, you just bite me, then I'm gonna feel like you snake me. Cause I'm gonna feel like you should have took out time to let me know that you didn't want me in your space.
But do we sometimes create snakes by giving people responsibilities or trust that they never asked for in the first place?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, you could say that.
Okay, say you make somebody your right-handed person at work or in a relationship, right? And you start trusting them with things that they never asked to handle. Your secrets, your stress, your vision, right? And then at first, they try to keep it up, but then eventually they start slipping and pulling away. Now you feel betrayed, but really, you gave them a weight that they never agreed to carry. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
sometimes the snake we see is really somebody crushed under expectations that they didn't consent to. Like we build a role for them that wasn't theirs. And when they fail, we call it betrayal instead of burnout.
Well, I mean, if that's your friend, it's almost like you would expect that. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, yes, we do. We do give um unexpected responsibilities to people that we think can handle it, or that we think should be able to handle it in the given the title that we get in. because a lot of time it's based off the title. You know what I'm saying? Because if I think you're a real close friend, then yeah, I'm gonna give you a little more responsibility with me than somebody that I just say I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna expect you to be there in the hard times. I'm gonna expect you to call me when I'm feeling down. I'm gonna expect you to come cheer me up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna expect you to be loyal enough to call me every day or text me every day. You know, because we gave each other that friendship or let's just say besting.
Mhm.
You know, so yeah, we definitely do that now. But it evidently sound like it needs to be a conversation had before I give you this title to know that you can handle this.
Okay, so this is my last question.
Last
Um,
question.
and I'm gonna get on up out of here. But
Mhm.
so should we judge a snake by their intent to harm or the impact of what they actually did?
Should we
Should we
judge?
judge a snake by their intent to harm or the impact of what they actually did?
Mm,
I just put it in there.
yeah, the impact of what they did. I'm gonna judge you off the impact of what you did. Um, because whatever your intent was, I felt the impact.
Hmm.
So that's what gonna be brewing inside of me. So I'm gonna judge you off that.
The impact.
Yes.
Okay, so when we call somebody a snake, is usually because we felt hurt by what they did.
Right.
The impact hits us hard, right?
Right.
But if we slow down, we gotta ask like, did they mean to hurt me, or were they just acting out of fear, or confusion, or immaturity? Like because judging intent and judging impact are two different courts. Like intent lives in the heart, and impact lives in the evidence. So one could be pure while the other still leaves scars. And sometimes I feel like a person's intent wasn't evil, but their choices still cause real damage. And on the flip side, some people know exactly what they're doing. Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Hmm.
And that's when you're not dealing with a confused person, you're dealing with a serpent. So the real discernment isn't did they hurt me? It's why did they do it?
Right.
Because it's the difference between someone who needs correction and someone who needs to be cut off. That's what I think.
I'm with you. I'm with you where you're right now. I
You agree
de-
with that?
but yes, I definitely agree with that. Yeah. But I don't know. I just can't like the impact though. Mm.
That's wild though, because like you keep saying the impact, but like like so you've have you ever been in a situation with like a significant other or something and you unintentionally hurt this person, but it impacted their life in a way that you later found out was detrimental to them?
Right.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yes. But see, and then the intent.
But by your definition though, like aren't you a snake? Because of the impact?
Yeah, and that's why I said earlier. I think we all have been snakes at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't hear you say that earlier, but okay.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause remember I said all of us, and I brought up the little white lie, and then I brought up, you know what I'm saying? Whether we gossip in chat groups or you know what I'm saying, and hoping they
So
don't get screenshotted. You know what I'm saying? You remember me saying that?
yeah, but
Okay.
now okay, I feel like you shifting goalposts because like now it sounded like you're saying like you're a snake whether you did it for the impact whether it impacted me, you know, or if you had an intent to harm. Like either way, you still a snake. That's what it sounds like you saying.
You talking about based off the question or based off the scenario I was just talking about?
Based off the question.
Yeah, based off the question, you're a snake regardless. Whatever your intent was, it don't matter. The impact is what matter because the impact is what's gonna resonate the most in that person's mind. your intent is not gonna register that much, because if you're a snake and let's just say your intent was not to hurt them, but the impact of what you did still hurt them, and let's just say they cut you off right then, that person is still not gonna know what your intent was because there's no more communication. So that
But
person
even if
is
you
still dealing
explain
with
your
the impact.
intent, let me cut you off. So, what about even if they didn't cut you off? Let's say the same scenario. You did something to somebody and the impact was huge and they did not cut you off. They just expressed to you how much it hurt them. And then you went back and tried to explain your intent, but that don't matter. And now they treat you different. Are you still the snake?
Yes, because you did say a thing that even started. So I mean, we can't negate the beginning. The beginning was the impact of what you did. That was snake behavior. The intent don't matter. What matters is what happened and the impact of it. The impact hurt that person enough that they're gonna deem you as a snake, because otherwise, why would you have done something to the detriment of me to impact me that much?
So, would you fault that person for wanting to walk away and never talking to you again? Or would you hold a grudge against them because you did them wrong and they called you out on it? And even though you explained your intent, they didn't forgive that.
I mean, you can't never hold a person or be mad at a person that decides to walk away from
Some people
something
do.
something that has been done to them. I mean, yeah, some people do, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying we shouldn't. And I ain't even gonna act like I'm exempt, because I have too. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't. We shouldn't hold a person um or be mad at a person because they feel like at that point they trying to protect their peace. Because that's all it is. They try to protect themselves and their peace and their mind's sake. You know what I'm saying? Because their impact, or whatever the situation may be, affected them so much. And maybe they got scared. Maybe they think this gonna be a occurring thing. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna want to put themselves through that.
I get what you're saying. But if every mistake makes you a snake, then who's left to be human? Like, intent matters. A reflex isn't the same thing as like a plot. Like, if somebody lashes out because they're scared of or hurting, that's not the same as somebody scheming behind your back. And you got to know if you're dealing with a wound or a weapon. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I understand your point of it too. But I'm just speaking from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but so if you call everyone who messes up a snake, do you ever leave room for redemption? Is the question.
I mean, I could, like I said, yeah, there's room for it, because I could forgive you, but the um the interaction is gonna be different after that,
Mm.
because now since it's already happened, now I'm kind of looking for them signs again, so it won't be the impact won't be as hard as it was the first time, because
Mm.
I'm trying to protect myself.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what I think on that now. I mean, I get your point though.
I get that. Protecting yourself makes sense, but protection shouldn't turn into a punishment. Like, if you treat every mistake like a betrayal, then you'll build a wall so high that even good people can't climb it. And there's a difference between setting a boundary and building a bunker.
That bunker will keep you safe.
But the bunker hurt the new people that are good in your life. You see what I'm saying? Like, in a way, it is resentment. In a way, it is holding a grudge because now, like, this wound is you're carrying like affects not only that person who shed the skin of being a snake who trying to redeem themselves, but also every other person in that sector that's trying to do that thing. Like you won't trust anybody. So
That's true.
like it's like, are you protecting your peace or are you isolating yourself from people who might actually bring you healing?
True. At that point, you feel like you're doing both because you protect yourself. You're not necessarily protecting yourself from someone that could bring you healing because you don't know that someone's trying to bring you healing. But you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
automatically try to protect yourself. But see, so at that point you would need to see the visuals of someone trying to bring you healing before you actually um open that door to that bunker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what I think now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You laughing at over there? What you got going
Cause I
on?
just had a thought, like you calling everybody out here snakes, but half of y'all here's when somebody tell you no.
Hold up. What you mean? I
I'm just like,
I could take rejection.
can you?
Sometimes. 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 I mean, sometimes you ain't got no choice. Like I ain't finna sit here and try to.
You always have a choice. You got free will.
What I'm saying tonight, what I'm saying me, I'm not finna
Like
sit
you
here.
don't got free will?
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not finna sit here and try to harm you because you decide to tell me no about, excuse me, about whatever it is I ask you. You know what I'm
But how
saying?
do I know that though? Like you're a stranger on the internet. How do I know that?
Yeah, you're right. You don't know it. That will only have to be displayed in person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I will not
and
give you
and,
my
and no, I'm not saying you gonna give it to me. We just talking about the scenario now in the studio. Just talking about the
I was just
scenario.
clarifying. I was just being
Okay.
very clear.
Okay.
I ain't
Yeah.
want you to, like slither this way. You feel me?
Yeah. The YouTube streets, bro. They be trying to put two and two together now.
I'm
Nah, it ain't split in that way. I'm just saying, like, and I think that's a problem nowadays. Honestly, like to your point, yeah, a lot of them can't accept that no, or I have someone, or you know, it's not my type, or you know,
hmm
it's always something behind it. Like, and that's scary in a way, because we should be protecting our women instead of being mad at them because they have a preference. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't
Unfortunately.
made for everybody. What's that
I
now?
hear No, I was just saying I hear you.
Mm,
I believe in that. Like I'm a girl's girl, like I told you. And I believe that women should be protected too. And I'm also biased because I'm a woman. But also like the Bible also tells us that though, right?
mm-hmm.
I feel like God's a daddy's girl. You know what I mean? Like he's a girl's dad. I mean, and he protects his girls, so I'm here. I'm supposed to be protected. Not just me, but every woman. And some people don't do that. A lot of people in concentrated areas, wink, wink, hint, hint, like could be a creeper near you. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. Like, how am I supposed to know that that wasn't your intent? You feel me? So, when you're dealing with people and they're complete internet strangers, or out here in the street strangers, and you say like, well, that's not my intention to ever do that. How I know? That could be game. You feel me? Like you could be one of the ones that we talking about right now, like saying out your mouth like, oh, well, all women should be protected, but you just said you thought everybody was a snake, including yourself. You didn't exclude yourself. And so, like, You scared of getting bitten, but you forgot, God gave us dominion over serpents. So I ain't scared of no snake. I just put my boots on and I 8 times stomp on their head. I don't have time for all the
Not,
game.
not 8 times stomp.
8 times stomp.
Okay, get in there.
Shout out
Yeah.
to 8 pound.
Shout out to the A.
I just feel like every time somebody hurts you, they're not a snake. Sometimes they're human with bad aim, you know?
Well, it sound like they be working on their aim.
You said what?
It sound like they need to be working on their aim.
Yeah, and some of us do need to work on. I know I need to work on my aim in some sectors. Like, I'm not great with direction. And if I give you the wrong directions, and you wind up in a bad part of town and get one of your tires taken, that's my fault. But I'm sympathetic to that situation. Like I'll
You
buy
gonna say
you a new tire. You
gonna say
feel
that
me?
was your intent?
I'll buy you a new tire because I feel horrible for putting you in that situation because I'm just simply not great at directions. You know what I'm saying? So
So
bad aim.
that wasn't your intent.
That wasn't my intent. You feel me? Bad aim.
Okay.
But everybody not accountable. And so my my plight with this is we understand that humans are gonna be humans. We understand that people are gonna do things sometimes that other people are a little more sensitive to or that offend other people. And if you're that person doing that thing, I think that you should be accountable for your actions and you should try to make the situation right because right is right and wrong is wrong, regardless to who we are, where we are, how old we are, what we're doing. And a person who doesn't do that, like, I'm praying for them,
Mm,
you know? We staying far, far away. We
righteous.
looking at you with binoculars.
Righteous.
But not like a peeping tom, like
Yeah,
to
well,
see
like
how far away you are, to keep our distance, our safe distance away from you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I appreciate you having me on the podcast tonight.
Oh yeah, anytime. Tap in. You know what it is, what it ain't, what it already gonna be. Feel me? You the
Thank
new
you.
studio. You the co-host.
I don't know about that. But have a good night.
You
Have a
too.
good night.
Appreciate you tapping in though on this Friday night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, we back. We back like I never left. But yeah, we appreciate her for tapping in. We appreciate Nighthawk for tapping in tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, but I said I was gonna run it long as I could, but I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can. See how much longer I got before I tap out. Before I tap out. Before I tap out. But yeah, hey, hit that like, subscribe button, man. If you feeling the content, hey, please subscribe. But please hit that like. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to come up. Um, you could do that. Um, are you doing the pot? I said I was. I didn't make no announcement though. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make that announcement first. Um, the next live I'm gonna do the pot. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the community wall first, so everybody can see it. So yeah, for the press one, I'm out. The next few lives after this one, I'm gonna do that. Because I feel like it's unfair because right now I hadn't made sure it known to everybody. So I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna put that on my community wall, and then after that, the next few lives I do, I'm gonna be doing that. It's gonna be um either $5 or $10 pot or whoever the number one. Whoever had that crown at the end of my lives. You feel me? So, um, yeah, the next one. Next one. Oh man, I'm number one. Yeah, you are. You are number one right now. But I just don't think it's fair to cause I should have mentioned it. But like I said, I'm gonna put it on the community wall. That way it give people time to see it, and then hopefully they'll everybody know about it. Then it'll be a fair chance for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I'm gonna have to do it. That's the way I'm the only way to do it fair way. You know what I'm saying? So um, yeah, you definitely number one tonight. So kudos to Miss Studio being number one in the chat tonight. Let me see who number two. Let me see who number two. Number three with Nolan. Uh, hold up. I don't see who number two was. I don't see. So number two don't matter. Anywho, nobody remember who number two is anyway. So, but yeah, I'm put on the community wall, let everybody know what's going on, and then we can go from there. That's the I think the right way to do it, so that everybody can be in the mix with it. So, mm, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do it the next live. So everybody tap in on this. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Sometime later on that evening. Um, I think later on that evening or later on that night. I'm gonna try to go live or the evening into the night. You know what I'm saying? So just tap in with me. Like I said, hit that like button on your way out. So to sum up what we talked about tonight, we talked about snakes, workplace snakes, relationship snakes, everyday snake, your cousin a snake, your friend a snake, Brick and Bobby a snake. So anywho, we talked about snakes now. See what I'm saying? Um, but listen, here's the kicker. If you're sitting there right now, like I don't know, no snakes in my circle, that's suspicious. You know what I'm saying? Like real suspicious. Because if you can't spot the snake, it might be you. But here's the truth, fam. Snakes always expose themselves. They get too comfortable, hiss one time too loud, or try to bite the wrong person. And when they do, you already got the boots on you. You ain't worried. You should be stepping right over them like, move, snake, get out the way. Get out the way, snake, move. You feel me? So in conclusion, man, hey, keep the grass cut low. Keep your eyes open. Watch out for them slithery folks. Work snake, fake snakes, messy cousins. I'm sorry, work snake, fake friends, messy cousins. Relationship snakes. They all are the same. They hiss, they hide, they plot. But they ain't stronger than nobody solid. So at the end of the day, let the snake slither. You just keep stepping. So one thing I always say before I get out of here is mm-hmm. So, but yeah, like I always say, man. I'm sorry I got sidetracked for a second. But like I always say, if you love somebody, tell them. Please go tell them, hug them, do something for them, whichever way it may be. Because what somebody's going through today could very well be you tomorrow. But if you're messing with the live, bro, you mess with the content, you mess with the vibe that we present here with me and Miss Studio on the panel. Hey, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? On your way out, please. And with that, we out. Always keep talking greasy.